And here we are. Welcome forward everyone to the latest episode of the Working Man's Warships. I'm your humble host Jedi Gad, and we welcome you, whoever you may be, wherever you are in the globe, whatever time of the day or night it is where you are, and however you are tuning in, watching and listening. Welcome. So, good news. Today, I can get back to my beloved battleships. There's no prerequisites in my weekly habit or missions, and so I'm getting back to my favorite class of ships, and let's head straight to legendary tier, and we are going to go to the chairman of the Keith Flint Memorial Firestarter ships, and it is of course none other than HMS Conqueror. Now, this is going to be a John Fisher build, but we need a quintessential British guys. We're playing up at legendary tier. We want to make sure that we make enough money to offset those exorbitant ship service costs, and it's going to be none other than Mr. Scrooge, who is always good with money and is the only man I know that's tired of me. So Mr. Scrooge's base trait is of course his furious temper, obviously. We're running Sims, and we are running Kedroth. We're not one for the nuisance. We have gyrating drill bits. On second thought, we're a master mechanic, and we have Farsight. For the ship itself, we're using Aiming Systems Mod 1, Damage Control System Mod 2, Target Acquisition System Mod 1, and the Anti-Aircraft Guns Mod 3. For our exterior, we are going to run Commander XP, Global XP, Credit Boost, and the Battle Boost. Ship XP is saved for our tech trees, and the flag, the Dreadnought flag. So, Scrooge, Conqueror, you know what time it is. So, mission brief. HMS Conqueror. This ship sets everything on fire. Anything that's near it, anything that's far, it doesn't matter. It's going to set it on fire. It will even set the water on fire if you let it. Now, we're in the mountain range. This is going to be a domination game. And tell you what, can you work out what ship that is there on the loading screen? If you can, put it in the comments. Let's see. Do you know your stuff? Right? So, we have spawned over here to the northeast. We can see that each team has a division. On our team, we have a very tasty cruiser division with 2 radar cruisers in it. And you can see the opposition have a division. And as we've spawned out here to the northeast, I think what we're going to do is head down to the SEC. So you can see we've got Colombo over here. That's a gear in there. So we've got a nice bit of company. And we're going to head south, play our flank, and see what's what. As I always say, new players, play your flank. Okay? Do not, especially in a battleship, go running from one side to the other side at the start of the game. Aside from the fact that you're going to waste a ton of time doing nothing, you're going to set your team up to be flanked. You do not allow the enemy the opportunity to creep around your flank. So here we go. And we can see Colombo and Garin are moving with us. This is looking nice. Very nice and coordinated at the beginning of the battle. Famous last words. So what I want to do is get myself in position to start to challenge this Charlie Cap here. And it looks as though Garin and Colombo have got the exact same idea. which is nice. But remember, no plan survives first contact with the enemy. So we'll see how brave everyone is when the shells start flying. It's all very nice and all very calm before the storm at the beginning. And here comes Khabarovsk. Right, so we can't get a shot on him. But what I'm starting to notice, there's a little pattern emerging here. I see a large cluster of enemy ships sort of southeast, south central. So the enemy appear to be making a hard push for Bravo and Charlie. Either that, or they're being very foolish putting all their ships in the same place. Now the aircraft carrier obviously is over here getting busy. And, you know, there's torpedoes in the water already. I'm going to have to keep an eye on this carrier. Because he's operating in our catchment area, he could become problematic. And look, here comes a Yamato. Can we get some early damage on this man as he attempts to creep behind the island? And yes, we can. First touch, first contact, first fire. As advertised. Now, as I said, the carrier is going to become a problem at some point, and he already is. They're always a problem. Just them being here is a problem in my eyes. But, you know, every once in a while you'll get a good one. But for the most part, they're annoying, even if they're on your team. And playing them is one of the most boring things you will ever do. Now, here we go. So we can see the Dutch cruiser's over here. He is in trouble. He gets blapped, but there's torpedoes coming. We've fired at him. This man is in trouble. Down goes Khabarovsk, and it's 1-0 to us. And we get punched in the face. Yeah. A quick reminder to keep your head up in this battle. Have your head on a swivel at all times. Now, this engagement over there looks like it could end up in a collision. Maybe. Hopefully not. Hopefully our ship will just sink him and stay alive, like the BGs. But we don't know. So Stalingrad's over here, and I suspect you were the one that just punched us in the face. Down goes the cruiser. It's 2-0 up. We are 2-0 up. And this is looking good. Another fire. Okay. So I can see him over there, but there's something else lurking around here. Yep, there we go. Or maybe it was you that punched me in the face, Delaware. I think it was you. Because the Stalingrad seems to be taking off. But you fighting Blue Hens, you're still here. So I think it was you who punched me in the face. So I'm not going to go forward yet and then set myself up to get smashed. You can see, remember, Yamato's still over there. So I've got Yamato, Stalingrad, and Delaware. And in the blink of an eye, it is Archbishop Desmond Tutu. And our lead has evaporated. We are still, however, ahead on the base count. But now we're behind on the ship count. So we're ahead on away goals. But it's dicey. That Yamato is still lurking around there somewhere. The Delaware's up there. The Stalingrad's there. So we are in just crossfire zone right now. Whatever we do, we're likely to be in a crossfire zone. Yeah? And if somebody can explain to me how our aircraft carrier has already perished, please, answers on a postcard. Like I said, for the most part, they're annoying. Every once in a while you get a good one on your team, but for the most part, they're annoying. How is he dead already? And then the Alaska's gone as well. We're 3-2 down. And this game is teetering now. We've gone from 2-0 up to 3-2 down in the blink of an eye. And this game it's at a tipping point. We're on the edge of a cliff here. Now, I've got to try and figure out how to navigate my way through this, because the Stalingrad and the Delaware are still there. Yeah, they're still there in the far south. But the Yamato's over here as well. So we're kind of between a rock and a hard place here. Literally, with all these islands around. We've got to be mindful of the Yamato. And there's a Conqueror as well. We're going to need to be careful. There's 3 potential punches in the face here. So we're just going to have to play a little bit of attrition, keep the fires going, keep the singles and the score ticking over, and try and put ourselves in a position at some point to head to Bravo. So let's get moving now. We're not spotted. So now what we need to do is try and improve our positioning. I can see low health here, so we can try and head in that direction, but I have to be careful to protect my broadside from that Delaware and that Stalingrad. Which is to say, I'm about to do something they're not going to want me to do, and it's a bit like when my grandmother didn't want me to do something. Hide your backside, because your butt cheeks are going to be on fire real soon. Okay, so now we're 4-2 down as Vermont has kicked the bucket. This is a problem. There's no more war of attrition now. It is engage or concede. We now need to head towards Bravo. Yeah, I might get blacked. I might get smashed in the side, but we're 4-2 down, right? You're 4-2 down in the second half. You don't have time to play defensively. Get out there and try and pull it back. But we do have a low health ship here. And down he goes. All right. Now it's 3-4. That's good. But we still need to get over here and try and secure this Bravo cap, because the game is still hanging in the balance. I can see another low health ship. So we're going to go and try and be aggressive now and remove this man as quickly as possible. Our teammates beat us to it. It is now 4-4. And I'm feeling a bit better about this now. Now, this isn't one yet. Predictably, right on cue, we go 5-4 down as Columbus tumbles to the bottom of the ocean. But remember, Stalingrad and Delaware are still at large along with the carrier. We're 1 base to 0 up, and there's Stalingrad. We'll try and... Can we sneak a little fire in on him? No, but we do hit him. They're still at large. And... again, we're up at the moment, but we go through this every battle, people. When I tell you it's never over. I've had games like this on this channel where I've been in this position and won, and somewhere I've been in this position and lost. Whatever happens, this is going up on the channel today. But let's try and win, shall we? Right, so I can see our cruiser is here. Stalingrad's there, but we got to... okay, he knows where we are now. He's got his radar on. And we need to try and get in a position. I only want to engage one of these guys at once. But Delaware has other ideas. He's like, yoo-hoo, I see you sneaking over there. And that could have been so much worse. And now the Stalingrad comes. Just as I'm turning away, my broadside away from Delaware to avoid getting black, Stalingrad comes. This might hurt. This could hurt quite a lot. That hurt. I know that hurt you, but is this going to hurt us now? How badly is it going to... I don't think he was aiming for us, because that could have been bad. And then the cruiser... see, we're both in the same try not to get blacked club here. So we're both turning. Hence the reason we're bumping into each other, because a Stalingrad could delete one of us at any time. So we're going to have to see what we can do. We get a chung, but remember that Delaware is still there. So I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't. If I turn away from the Stalingrad, I'm opening up my broadside to Delaware. And if I turn away from Delaware, I'm opening up to Stalingrad. It's like noughts and crosses where they catch you 2 ways. But Stalingrad is low on health. So although our cruiser's low on health as well, we're going to try and get Stalingrad here. Another fire, which is nice. This man is not long for this world. The question is can we keep our cruiser alive? Can we keep our cruiser alive? Because if we can keep him alive, that's going to dramatically tip the balance in our favor. It ain't over yet. Down he goes. Our cruiser stays alive. Wonderful. That's good. The ultras are happy. It was a temporary reprieve for our cruiser. But Stalingrad's gone. And oh my... oh, we are grateful for small mercies, Lord. Worcester's asleep at the wheel. Oh! So effectively that offsets our disadvantage in ships. So we're about even now. Had Worcester been alive and awake, this could have been a problem. And this guy is still a problem. He's still stalking me and trying to catch me slipping. I'm very shocked I haven't taken a citadel in this battle yet. By rights, I should have, but Worcester's over there. We'll try and get him with some AP. Now Grosser Kurfürst. See, it's just from all angles, they're everywhere, and we just have to. This game is still in the balance, and as we get lit up by the carrier, okay, now that's good. We have now taken another ship down. I'm feeling a bit more comfortable, but the heel comes at just the right time. Like a good superhero, perfect timing. The game still isn't over yet. Listen, they can still win by taking us all out. I'm low health. It's getting dicey. I still like our position, but I've liked it before and lost. So let's just keep going around here. What we need to do is we need to deal with Grodzko first. That's what we need to do. He is the one at the moment because Indiana is pleading for support. So obviously Grodzko first is causing him issues. We've got to get around here and think, oh my gosh. The torpedo whisperer has turned into the torpedo eater in this game because I'm just eating them. But here comes Grodzko first. Alright, can we get rid of him? Down he goes. Matthew Letitia. The blue team have done it again. And, oh gosh. I think I've eaten every torpedo this carrier has sent. I think I've got them on the menu. I've had a full course meal of torpedoes. And we are teetering on the edge of survival. Now, the game looks like it's going to be secure here because they're gonna have to take us out. But I'm trying to go down, especially not at the hands of a carrier. Yeah, no way. We can still lose this game, but I don't intend A, on losing, and B, going down at the hands of a carrier. Okay, good. So, I don't think the victory's in doubt now. But what is in doubt is, are we going to survive? I do not want to get sunk by an aircraft carrier. That would just kind of spoil it, you know. I don't want this aircraft carrier messing up my no-hitter. So, place your bets. Can we at least get a little fire on him before it goes? Oh, aircraft carrier, Keith Flint here. I'm the bit you hated. We do get a fire, which is just to add the icing on the cake. He's not going to hit us with this torpedo, and it's looking like we're going to make it. Someone else goes down. It's too late for the red team. And I think we're going to survive here. Garen's still here, full health. I don't know how, but big him up. The ultras are happy. Up goes the flare. Reciprocated. We're on the same page. Same church, different hymn. And we have brought the result home. So, great game there. We've done it. Victory. Mammoth Commander XP. Nice global XP as well. Top of the leaderboard. 3,339 points. We go off. Like, subscribe, share. And we will see you on the next episode of the Working Man's Warships. Take care.